So, we're here. Sorry, I had to do the cat thing. I had to like relax after work and yeah. And Braxton coming in with a 11-month Risaba. Thank you so much. So you get this.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Almost a year. Poo poo.
Almost a year poo poo. Correct. And Draconic Dude coming in with a 10 stream streak watch, whatever. Something streaking. But yeah, I found a twin mirror. Yo, shorty. I think it's somewhat the same kind of thing as State of Mind. A guy, something lost his memory due to something, I don't know. But let's do it. The music may be a bit too loud. There we go. Back. New game. Something, forgot, memory loss. Something.
The skies are finally clearing up after a light rainfall most of the afternoon. The weather's approaching 49 degrees, so we've got a brisk West Virginia evening ahead of us. Wrap up tight and settle in, folks. This is 104.3 WVCK, the Basswood Sound. And I'm your host, Carrie Hammond. Coming up after a short break, mental health expert Dr. Wick will discuss the recent opioid epidemic that's been affecting
Change my clothes and walk around. Does the weather go down that low? Let me breathe and I'll let you go. I knelt down in disbelief. I felt around for something real. There's a radio station. I'm playing wrong in my ear. You keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive. You keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive.
Okay.
Time to kill before the funeral. Might as well spend it here.
Okay. Doing what?
Funeral isn't for a while, and I'm not gonna walk into town.
Oh, okay. Down the dirt road, maybe? Time to kill
This place
something.
was always one for decisions. Somewhere for things to fall apart.
Exactly right. The company made sure we knew how generous they were. Oh. W? Okay.
I came up here every chance I could. One of the all-time great views. Really makes a small town look big.
Oh, okay. Orientation board. Found in 1865, the small mining town quickly grew along with the coal industry. As its peak, Basswood produced more coal than any other town in West Virginia, with the Basswood mine being one of the most consistent coal mines in the U.S. Basswood is also a wonderful place to simply let nature be nature outside of the Appalachian Trail, which is 100 miles of hiking trail. A perfect example of the true West Virginia way of life, Basswood is both a reminder of its past and a glimpse into a bright future. F for back. Okay, so
I remember spending entire summers on the banks fishing with Nick.
This is a bit weird.
My
The control.
hometown. It felt more imposing in my nightmares. Strange to think of Basswood without its mine. I'm not sure Nick would even want me at his funeral, given how I left things.
This is weird controls, but okay. I guess I get used to it. How do I back up? Oh, F.
You'd think the massive cliff face would be a giveaway.
Wow, he's really negative. Yo, Mr. Dancer. He's quite negative.
I get the feeling it still sees some use, given how bad the coverage is up here.
Wilford Wildlife Sign.
These trails were great to walk if you wanted to feel truly alone.
West Virginia's scenic mountain forests are home to deer, flying squirrels, red foxes, field mice, rabbits, and cave bats, among other animals. Bobcats, wild boars, and even black bears, oh my, have been seen all over the state. Even very remote farmsteads have occasionally sighted the eastern cougar on the prowl. Carry with you and all required permits and licenses to not hunt while under the influence of alcohol. Hunting is forbidden between half and an hour after sunset and half an hour before sunrise.
Hunting is another tradition I could never get behind. Just don't see the appeal.
Anything else we need to look at?
Some of these species are endangered. She wrote an article about it.
Okay.
A lot of people were upset when it closed, but not upset enough to fix it.
What do we have here? A Foot Locker.
I left a sandwich in it for a whole week once. Dad never let me forget it. I used to love looking at Basswood from up here. Helped give me perspective. Until that day. Why can't the real world be as clear and peaceful as my own mind?
Oh,
Even if it does mean nothing stays hidden in here. Not even me.
yeah, so it is a cutscene.
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
And yet I stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died. I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
This is Anna. She works freelance. Does a lot of the human interest pieces.
What can I say? I'm interested in humans and their pieces. What do you like to write?
I gotta run to a review with Walt. You two feel free to chit-chat. And Sam, be nice.
I had never met someone so interested in others, even in me.
Bit of chaos in his mind, but yeah.
The story is important. You know I think that. It's just... people around here have short tempers and long memories. Be careful. Sam, are you even listening to me?
I heard you, Anna. But no, I wasn't listening. Come on, Anna, look at this.
What is it? Someone skinny dipping?
Anna, you really need to see this.
I can't even see. Something's blocking it. Sam, what are you doing?
I'm trying to be romantic.
What? Wait. Please don't tell me you're proposing.
I'm down on one knee, a ring. What else would I be doing? You look like I just ran over your grandma. Okay, the silence is really starting to scare me now. Anna, please say something.
Sam, put that away. Come on. I don't want a ring. I don't need a ring.
You're
You
Mitchell.
should know that. We've discussed it before.
Welcome. Just came into the beginning.
We weren't happy. She was the one brave enough to face that. Lost in my head again. How much time did I miss?
I'm doing well, thank you. Quiet evening at work. Nothing much to do, so yeah. Please press I to read new journal entry. Ruth turned to the car. You wasted enough time. Okay. Oh. How do I go from E and Q? People. Anna. Okay. Nick. Nick's best friend since we were kids. I ghosted him 2 years ago when I left Basswood. Now he's ghosting me being dead. Okay.
I missed the funeral. Maybe it's for the best. On the bright side, Nick's not alive for me to let him down again.
Oh, a tree. We never looked at the tree.
There seems to be something here.
And then Sam. Oh. And I got another achievement. Lover's initial. It was her idea to carve your initials into the tree. That was before, well, you know the rest. You came up here one night with her by your side. It was late and you were about to head back when Anna said she wanted to show you something. She had scratched your initials into the tree, then drew a heart around them. What are you, 12? You scoffed. She took your hand and made you retrace the grooves in the wood with your fingers. When you're 12, she said, and you're in love for the first time, it's what you'll compare the rest of your life with. Your life, words, of your life, too, forever. You laughed, and she kissed you, and then you drove home and never thought about that tree again until now. Aw.
Sorry, Walter, but I don't think I'll stick around. Given up already? Just a quick, depressing jaunt down memory lane and then you're gone? I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. Lots of hurt. And you might be right. But it's been 2 years. It's time to face the world.
Not
time
yet.
to adult. The good news, though,
The
at
only
least
thing we know that
you don't
we're
have to
on
do
our
it
way
alone.
to a funeral. And a dead, yeah. And a dead guy, yes. And lover's quarrel. Are you still coming? I really hope you can make it. I'm almost there. Got stuck in traffic.
lost the signal. Some things never change.
They're both stiffs. But yeah, it's like I think it's from 2021 or something. Yeah. Yay. Another achievement. I really need to fix that sound so it doesn't pop up. Well, here puns is allowed compared to Braxton. Can I do something? Nick's daughter. Can't imagine what she's going through. Come on, man, you don't like puns. Unless, of course, you make the puns, then it's all okay. But when we make the
Yui,
puns, we almost
you
get
actually
banned
came.
for it.
It's been a while. You've gotten taller.
Can we talk?
We're talking right now.
And we don't.
It's cold.
Huh, Braxton, we don't make good puns? I would say we make excellent puns.
So,
You left.
Joan, that's not fair.
You left.
Oh, let me explain. No. It's a kid, right? I'm sorry.
Look, Joan, I messed up.
You said you wouldn't leave. You said... I don't remember exactly, but you pinky swore.
I didn't mean to lie. I just screwed up. After Anna broke up with me, I'm sorry. I wish words meant anything. I wish this didn't make it harder for you to trust me now.
You could have at least called something, especially after... You know, after my dad.
I don't know what to say to that. You're right. I wasn't in a state where I could reach out to anyone. I'm still not. If Nick hadn't died, I never would have come back.
Thanks for being honest. You're always at least honest. Listen, I wanted to talk to you about what happened to Dad. It doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have just crashed. He drove like a grandma, you know that. It's wrong. I don't buy it.
I'm just in town for the funeral, Joan. I'm not a PI or a cop.
You're the closest thing I can talk to. Will you just look into it, Muley? Please?
She wants her father's
Really?
death to mean something. But where does that lead? What if it leads to the truth? That could change everything. An hour ago, you wanted to run away. Now you want to start another investigation? A few questions won't hurt anyone. Just tonight. To reassure her. And myself. This is a wake. If you poke around, people may end up poking back. Okay, whatever you do, at least leave the kid out of it. It would be cruel to lead her on. Friends don't lie to each other, even if it means disappointing her again. It's your call.
What do we do? A or D? Promise to look into it. That's my approach. B. Come on. It's A or D, but yeah. I'll say promise to look into it. And press enter to confirm. Wow.
Okay, I'll see what I can see and all that. Gumshoe it up.
You will?
You make some good points. It doesn't fit. I hate when things don't fit.
Yeah, me too. I might just be, I don't know, crazy or something, but
You want to know for sure. I get it.
thanks, Muley. I should go in before my mom misses me. You better get in there too. Can't hide in your car all night.
Who says I'm hiding out here?
I do. See you inside.
Good kid. No, her dad is Nick. Okay, let me just go in and boost the voices and complete high. Journal updated. Go inside the bar. Go inside the bar. Ah, okay.
Might as well talk to Walter. I'll have to sooner or later. Whoever said you can judge someone by their car never met Tara.
Yes, the cat food is under the sink. Yes, yes it is, Mother. Trust me. Oh, Samuel is here. I'll call you back. Samuel Higgs, as I live and breathe. Has it really been over 2 years? Regardless, I'm so glad you finally made it. It's good to see you. What kept you?
A trip down memory lane. I missed the funeral, but I made it to Nick's wake.
You have to bring it in for a hug. It's a Basswood back in town requirement. So good to see you, even if I wish the circumstances were different. In times like these, we need the comforting touch of others. At least I do. Also, have you spoken to Anna lately?
No, why?
No reason. If you get the chance, we should catch up. We should really catch up. I'll see you inside.
Journal updated. Go inside the bar. This is Nick. Oops. Sam. Joan. Okay.
I'm not ready for this.
But here we go.
Here we go.
Wow, the loading scenes are obnoxious. But okay.
Mr. Samuel Higgs, big shot investigative reporter.
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires, but that mean you couldn't leave town. And you are leaving town right after this, right? Because if you aren't, well, Nick's memory only goes so far.
Just really embracing those Hick stereotypes, huh, Joel?
Gentlemen,
One last
get you
one.
good old boys another round.
Mighty kind of you, Declan. You're not worth it, Higgs.
Making friends already, I see.
Declan, been a while.
Hey, careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
Just here for Nick.
I'm only here to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, shame that. You watch yourself.
I think it's time I go put up a photo at the memorial board. That's what people do, right?
Wood carving.
It's supposedly the spirit of coal. Doesn't really belong here anymore.
Oh, 10 stream streaks. Thank you.
I didn't know you read Dickens, Ethan.
Sammy! Oh, it's been ages.
Tara?
Oh, me? I've had this stomach thing lately.
You know, she reminds me of
And this thing with Nick, his car went
the
up like
woman
a
from
Sunday
Cheers.
lamb. He burned alive, you know. Have you met Hugh? He took over
the
the
red-headed
pharmacy
woman.
just
I can't
after you
remember
left.
her name, but from
no.
Cheers.
The infamous
Clara, Carla.
I've read that article you wrote on the mine. You must have put in a lot of legwork on that.
I took a lot of research. Carla, I was
It
right.
took reading thousands of public records, but a pattern emerged of willful negligence.
You are a bulldog. A dangerous man to anyone
I was
using
close.
power to exploit others.
That's nice of you to say.
Now, don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Don't be a stranger, Sam.
Just want to roam.
Some people can play this game drunk. Anna was best at 3 beers.
Billiard. Okay. Hey, Kathy.
There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce. But anyone can see she's taking his death hard.
Oh, wonder.
Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
My condolences to Nick.
I know you two haven't been together for a long time, but I'm still sorry.
We hadn't been close in years, but he was my daughter's father. I'll miss him. Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick and I were never close after the breakup, and Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town. All right?
I'll do my best.
Hard to make promises. I don't do well with those in Joan.
I've noticed.
But I'll try.
Sam, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy. This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face. He was more her best friend than a dad. Look at us. I wonder who took that picture.
Nick and Anna.
Happier times. We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend. Bug was so small back then.
Nick and Walter.
Those two were a great team. Those two were a great team. Look at us.
We did all this. Okay.
Samuel, guess I lost the bet.
Bet?
Yeah, that bet you'd never come back to Basswood. Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
That's not why I left.
That wasn't the reason I left town.
Oh, you think it was that girl of yours? You left because the town hated your guts.
What are you even doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can, but it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way. Relax. I'm just playing. At least tell me how you been.
Don't pretend you cared.
Yeah, like you'd care.
Not too much. But suit yourself if you want to be like that. Anyway, cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which...
my dearest dear, when you and I must part. How little you know of the grief and woe in my poor aching heart. 'Tis but I suffer for your sake. Believe me, dear, that's true. I wish that you were staying here.
Attend the wake, pay homage to Nick, talk to Anna. Okay.
But no more than
Bess always had a soft spot for Nick. I think she liked his work ethic.
4,000.
That's what crooked pharmacists want you to do. That amount is damaging in the long term.
Can't believe this whole thing's still working.
Okay. Oh, it's a memory.
Daddy, 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 open your eyes and wake up. The kids and I've been busy, and we got a little something for you that's gonna make you smile all day. Daddy, 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 daddy. But when the lights are out, it's time for me to show you my love. And I've got a feeling you've been pleased. So, daddy, 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 sit yourself down. Now you should know how
Arcade machine.
Nick and I spent so much money on this machine.
Let's talk to Anna.
Has it really been 2 years since I saw her? She hasn't changed a bit.
Anna?
Sam!
Yo, Yakmans. Hug her back. How you doing?
I've missed you. Why'd it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
It hurts to come back.
I won't lie, it really hurt coming back. I stopped by Lookout Point on the way here.
Sam, why'd you do that to yourself?
A desire to open old wounds. The old-timers gave me hell when I came in, too.
People around here have short tempers,
And long memories.
but most of them mean well. Sam, the mine was gonna close anyways. Maybe in a year or 2, 5, if the Lord has a sense of humor. It was gonna run dry or have an even bigger disaster. It wasn't your fault.
Closing your account at the supermarket. I didn't help.
I wanted to help. I was trying to make things better.
You always do. Try, at least. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous. He always wanted to write something that shook the pillars of
bank
heaven.
Or what, since you're closing?
As he used to put it. You know, Nick and I had moved in together. Started to get serious. But I think it's only now I realize how much I cared for him.
You and Nick were together?
You and Nick started going out? When did this happen?
A few months ago. He never told you? He asked me to let him be the one to say something. You two had been so close.
He probably tried. I hadn't been answering his calls.
Ah. That's the worst part, right? Anything broken just stays broken now. But this was all nice. The funeral, the wake. Walter did a good job. But it all just makes me feel heavy. It makes my heart hurt. Like Nick's memory has been laid on top of me and I'm still carrying him.
Was Nick murdered?
Nick's death. Do you know if he had any enemies? Working on anything dangerous?
Whew. Now, this is a real can of worms.
This is a wake.
I know that.
Do you? This isn't the time to be digging and pushing. You always do this. You always... I get it. You're still you, huh? You'll always still be you, Sam.
Yeah, there's some great arcade
I
machines.
hope you
There
never
was a
change.
Pac-Man I
can't handle
saw.
this right now. I'm gonna go home. I hate that his stuff is all over my house. Then drink and cry all night. You do what you need to do. See you around.
Wow. Maybe that was a bad move?
Samuel, come. Have a round with me.
I need a drink or two. Or 3. And then I'll go.
Ran him out of town.
That's where Nick and I sat every time he dragged me out for drinks after work.
So there's an arcade machine. I think she might have had this stored up for a while. Maybe she was just out of me. Can't look at the drum kit. Chief Mitchell?
Bess always had a soft spot for Nick. I think she liked his work ethic.
Mr. Hicks, good to see you. My condolences for your friend. Coming back in town must not have been easy. Officer Stevenson was telling me about your little welcoming committee.
Yeah, I think she had some
It's all
hate
right.
build up,
Declan saved the day.
We just don't
Never
want any
replied
troubles
his
here. Not
her
from you,
boyfriend's
not from anyone.
calls. He
Don't
died.
worry, I won't stay in
I
town
left
long
town.
enough for that.
About
One quick thing. Nick's death. Are you sure it was an accident?
Are we sure? What are you trying to say?
Now, Sam, I know you're a bird dog at heart and a bird dog hunts. But listen, Nick's death was an accident. Don't go riling people up. Don't you think you've done that enough to the nice folks around here?
I guess so. Enjoy your evening.
Is he really thinking?
You know
Declan?
Sam, he likes to prod and poke, chasing shadows that
Oh,
aren't
there's the little girl.
You'd think a kid at a bar would stand out more.
What do we have here?
That's the guy who got the mine closed.
I can't believe he showed up.
Miners.
Old-timers in general already don't like me, and the article just made it worse.
Hey, Sam, Why don't you drink to Nick on the other side of the bar?
Tara?
So tragic what happened to Nick. The details are horrible. They think he didn't die on impact. Instead,
Drunk
he
karaoke bar?
roasted
Yeah.
to death. Not enough to damage the bones, but you know, not a pretty sight. Unless you're into that kind of thing, of course. I didn't mean to be rude, Sam.
It's all right.
It's all right, Tara. I don't like the sight of dead, burned people.
Oh, thank God. I wouldn't want to be rude on a day like this. Poor Sam. Now that Nick is gone, everyone in town hates you. I mean, I don't. Why would I? It's not my job you destroyed. You're not the cause of all my problems. I mean, that's what you did for pretty much all of Basswood, but not to me. So, I don't hate you.
Thanks for the confidence booster, Tara. I'll see you around.
Yo, Walter.
Walter can be overwhelming at times, but he means well.
Leopard skin cougar on the hunt? Mm-hmm.
He's owned this bar for almost a decade and still can't afford another employee.
What was it? Drown your sorrows with Walter. I'm just right here next to Walter.
Walter can be overwhelming at times.
Oh, I probably need to go
but
over
he means well.
to the beard standing next to him. Here we go.
It does look tempting.
Do it. Do it.
So, Nick wasn't drunk, and me? I was drunk as a skunk. Ah, Samuel. Join us. We were just sharing stories about dear Nicholas. And let me get your next round. Maybe Ethan has a suggestion for a worthy spirit.
I've never seen Peanut at a bar in that sense that they're still in their shell.
Dear
But okay.
Nicholas.
Maybe it's cheaper.
Yeah, he'd been coming in a lot lately.
And
Sat
germs,
right
I can
there,
guess.
With a bad dad joke or two.
Keeping people's urine
With
fingers
friends, I guess.
and poop
Maybe
fingers.
Anna.
No, by himself with his laptop as his date.
You never drank alone.
You two were close, though, right? Tell me about the man outside the bar. He had a terrible memory. Couldn't remember names, dates, passwords. Kept his notes squirreled around him like a hoard.
He got married young and had a kid. Then broke up and dated
Also,
my
the drunker
ex.
the customer gets,
And they were
the harder the
happy.
peanut becomes
In
to
love.
access.
Anna clearly cared about him a lot.
Oh, my boy. You can't compare lives. Just like you
But I
can't
thought the
compare
idea of
pain.
having peanuts at a
They
bar
just
was
simply
to,
are. The
to
friend
get
of
people
man,
more thirsty so
the
they
friend
would
of
buy
truth,
more from the bar.
The friend of age and guide of youth. Few hearts like his.
You know, he
with
reminds me
virtue
of
warmed.
the bartender.
Few hearts with knowledge so
Ice.
informed.
Iced
If
tea.
there's another world, he lives in bliss. If there is none,
No, not iced tea.
he made the best of this.
The
Burns.
turtle guy.
That from
Vanilla.
your eulogy?
Wasn't he?
You know Robert
Wasn't he
Burns.
called iced tea?
And no, just something I keep on hand for toasts.
Well, it's a good choice. And sorry about that, Sam. I wasn't trying to bring you down.
Drink.
Put that down. Kathy, what's your underage child doing drinking? You have no control over her? Ethan can lose his
I wasn't
license.
doing anything. Don't touch me.
Joan!
Leave me alone. Ugh, you guys are all so stupid.
You do not talk to people that way. I'm sorry, everyone. She's just so...
That was quite heavy-handed. I hope the little one doesn't take it to heart.
I'll shoot Joan a text, right? You want to be good friends with her.
I'll send her a text. Make sure she's gonna be okay.
I'm here for you. Well, here we go.
What a night! I'd say that went well. Ish. You got to chat with everyone you've been avoiding. Even if Joan got inside your head with her whole dad mystery death thing. Just shut up. Coming back to Basswood was your idea. You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Deep down, you've been looking for a reason to come back.
Am I talking to myself?
It's gonna be one of those long nights inside your head, huh?
I didn't ask you to be here.
Hey, I didn't ask for you to be here. To come back. I couldn't let you miss this. You just showed up. You can't see it now, but the guilt would have eaten you alive. You're back out in the world. Feeling emotions, fitting in, that's progress. Fuck the world. Pointless talking and more talking, and no one says what they mean. Go away. Let me enjoy being miserable. Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid. No promises.
Hello? Checkout was at 9. Sir, we need the room.
No, stay out.
You have 10 minutes before we charge you for another day.
Okay. What kind of monsters have a checkout at 9?
Every other hotel?
What happened last night? My head. Pills plus drinking. That was not my best idea. Did I black out or what? I can't think straight. I need some water on my face. Clear it up.
Let me just feed my cat and or cats. And I'll be right back. And we're back. And you're right, Yak. That wouldn't, Haggard would bust down the door and, pull them out.
Oh, my head. How many of these did I take? God, what a headache. I feel like a small jackhammer. Please let there be water.
There's beer?
Is that... No, that's not water. That is vodka, the opposite of water. No, no more beer. I need water. No, no food. I'll just throw it all up. No water, of course.
Oh, look at the jacket.
Just tossed on the floor. My mother would be proud.
Anything in my bag?
At least it won't take me long to get my things.
Drink out of the toilet? No. Okay, their controls are a bit janky. No.
I already feel more human. Now, where did I put my shirt?
Mirror reflects a face that looks like a stranger.
I was at least hoping I'd look better than I feel.
Oh, my shirt.
That's not good, that's... Where did I get this? What did I do?
It's definitely not Kool-Aid. The real game just started. I think you're right.
Sam, be more careful. Breathe. Focus.
Do I have to do anything?
Find the way to calm down.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know, game. Steady yourself.
Sam, focus. Focus. You have to find the right door. You need to steady yourself.
Not this. The murderer, give in. Oh, solitary something. Take control. Doesn't give me much reaction time when I have to like here. Focus.
You're doing good. Really good. You're almost there. Focus. Choose. Act. Deliberately. Hide. It's never happened. Get far away. Don't run. Just go. As far as if I run, I'll keep running. I need to face what happened. Answers. Yes, answers. Good or bad, I need answers. I know what you're thinking. Stop thinking that. Pills and alcohol, you're lucky enough you didn't wake up dead. I need to know what happened last night. The last place I remember is the bar, so I'll start there. The squeaky nail gets hammered down. Maybe don't play lone wolf detective.
I know how to blend in, safe and knowing. I'll be safe and knowing.
There's too many questions about last night. All the obvious answers are bad, but worth knowing. Not all answers are worth knowing. I can't just run from whatever this is. So either help me or get out of my head. It's your life, Sam. I just live here. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Do you really think breaking and entering is a good idea? Used Ethan's hidden spare key, no breaking involved. I don't know if he'll see it that way. I could wait for the bar to open, or I could look for answers. I picked the latter.
Okay. Soda cans. Exotic bottle.
I remember seeing this before. A long time ago.
Family photo.
Ethan and his parents. And I'm guessing that's his sister. He always thought they'd run the bar together.
Anything else? No? Ethan's records? Oh, Ethan's accounts.
I doubt Ethan's account somehow led to the blood on my shirt.
Oh, come on. Beer kegs? Let me guess, we're gonna find a body in the freezer. I don't see there's anything else we can look. His accounts, his records, other beer cans. Guess we go into the bar.
Whoa. What happened here last night? First, look around, figure out what happened.
Figure out what happened last night. We got the people, we got our stats. No choice has been made in this scene yet. Okay? Anything behind us?
I ended up drinking alone. So who brought that second glass?
Alcohol levels. Baseball bat, cash register. Mop.
Ugh. Did I do this? Sorry, Nick. These were sent scattering. Someone thrown into them?
Broken bottle.
They might have fallen off the table. Seems some people got rowdy last night.
Okay, quit game.
Chasing and being chased by ghosts.
That was fun. Nothing here around the bar or around the billiard table. Doesn't want to look at the mop. Sticky floor. Do I need to go outside or have I collected? So I guess I'm not done yet. Scratch seat.
Ripped. Did this happen yesterday, or was it always like that?
Can't go outside.
They might have fallen off the table. Seems some people got rowdy last night.
Oh.
What knocked this clock off the pillar? It seems there was a fight. It could explain the blood on my shirt. Does it mean that I was involved? I won't be able to find out without more evidence.
What is this? Oh, there's a mess here.
Definitely not the wake Nick would have wished for. What a mess. Hope this wasn't me.
You pharmacist, drink plenty of water, good for headaches. So we looked at the beer, we looked at the empty bottles, we looked at his...
Hugh's business card. Wonder why it's here.
Anything else? No. Maybe we did miss something. There's a baseball bat, but he doesn't want to look at it. Cash register. What, you don't want to go out in the back anymore? What am I missing? Attacker. But what am I missing? Ah, the stage. Blood.
Could be the same blood that was on my shirt. The pot was completely shattered. Looked like it might have been kicked. The flowers are ruined. Looks like they were knocked over, then stepped on. DG. Dennis's initials. Was he involved in whatever happened? Wouldn't surprise me. The flowers are ruined. Looks like they were knocked over, then stepped on. The pot was completely shattered. Looked like it might have been kicked.
Don't see any more stuff, right? Not from here. Is there anything on the walls that we've missed? I still have to find evidence of the attacker.
What a mess. Hope this wasn't me.
And there's this sticky table here, but he doesn't want to do anything. Doesn't want to look at the map either. Cash register, baseball bat. I could imagine we had to look at the baseball bat, but no. Anything in the sink? Game? What am I missing? Joel's cap.
Joel's hat. Maybe we ended up having it out after all. I think I've seen enough to put together the pieces of what happened last night. Just gotta think it through.
Press spacebar to go into Mind Palace.
At least I can always count on this place to make sense. Now to work out what happened while I was blacked out last night. I just need to think it through logically, throw out impossibilities. Until only the truth is left. I know I got into a fight, but it could have played out in many different ways. I have to think it through, find out what really happened.
Answer the question to start forming a hypothesis.
My memory ends here, but there's two glasses. Who was here with me?
Just trying to figure out the mechanics here because where did it start? But what happened if it started here? Why isn't Hans' face bruised? I guess he won. Or a baseball bat.
I was drinking on my own, and someone approached me. I can't remember who it was, but I know we got into a fight. Obviously. If I figure out how the fight went, I should figure out who my assailant was.
I would say it went here, right? Wouldn't that be a thing? Because then the table gets knocked over. In this direction?
Something hit the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. A person thrown into the pillar would do it.
Right? now I'm curious, where do I then go? Why can't I go over to the pillar? And then take it from here. Oh, would that be wrong? What happened if we take it towards the
Broken glass, damaged seat. It's possible the fight made its way over here.
But then I don't understand. Towards the entrance, and then, but I can't go up here. Can't do anything here. Don't understand.
Something hit the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. A person thrown into the pillar would do it.
And then what do I do?
Broken glass, damaged seat. It's possible the fight made its way over here.
And then what? And what do I do then? There's no circle here. Oh, it's up here. Okay, so this is weak.
Something hit the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. A person thrown into the pillar would do it.
Then I have to go all the way over here. And what we say?
Looks like not even the memorial board was spared by the brawl. That could be it, but I still have to figure out who was sitting next to me.
Okay, so far so good. But that was Joel's. What happens if we send it to the...
One hell of a mess. This could definitely be the result of two people fighting.
Actually matter, or just have to figure out the... That is the good question. Because we found, was it Hugh's business card here? And we found Joel's cap over here. So the question is, what happens if we answer the wrong question? Because we found a bracelet, we found his business card, and we found his cap. I would say Dennis?
That's Dennis's. I definitely wanted to shut him up last night.
Press spacebar to validate your hypothesis. I don't know if we're right or we're wrong.
If the fight had ended here, the bar wouldn't be such a mess.
So it wasn't him. Hugh then?
The pharmacist's business card. Hope I didn't start picking on the elderly. If the fight had ended here, the bar wouldn't be such a mess. Looks like not even the memorial board was spared by the brawl.
But let's change it to the stage, and we found the bracelet on the stage.
That's
right?
Dennis's. I definitely wanted to shut him up last night. I have the complete picture now.
Okay. So you can answer wrong, and and it won't trigger. Okay.
You know, the man who talks to himself has an idiot for an audience.
Fuck off, Dennis.
I see why you have so many friends left in town.
Yeah, you would know about that.
At least my best friend never slept with my ex. Hey, who do you blame more, huh? The backstabbing asshole or the bitch who...
Don't talk about Anna or Nick that way.
You think you know who Nick was? Mr. Perfect? Give me a break. You have no idea. No one in this town does.
What are you talking about?
I'll show you. But not here. Meet me later at...
Ethan is coming back in through the front. At least I think it's him. You think it's him? I can't actually tell if you can't tell. What I know for sure is, if it's Ethan, he may not be happy to find you here. So I strongly suggest you leave. And if you don't, well, tell him you're here to apologize about last night. You trashed up his bar and then broke in. Time to leave if you're leaving.
Okay.
You'll want to apologize. Trust me.
God damn. Sam? You're not here to rob me, right?
Came to apologize.
Ethan, no, I'm not here to rob you.
Good. I won't have to break your legs.
I'm here to
It's
apologize
definitely
about
iced
last
tea.
night.
I thought that might be the case. Don't sweat it. This place gets busted up once a month.
Sounds rough.
I guess it is what it is. Buy a bar, you gotta run a bar, you know? I'll take cleaning up your dumbass mess over dealing with family any day.
No, it's not iced tea. What is the other guy's name? About last night.
Ethan, did anything weird happen last night?
Well, you and Dennis beat the crap out of each other, and then you
Vanilla
left.
Ice.
And now I gotta clean it up.
That's his name.
Don't worry about it too much. No one's on their best
No,
behavior
Vanilla
after
Ice.
losing a loved one. I know I'm not.
You
At
know,
least my
Ice,
sister
Ice,
isn't dead,
Baby,
she's just ruining
Vanilla.
her life.
I can't remember his
She
real
wants to be
name.
called Kayla now.
Ruining her life?
Yeah, living in some commune. Dropped out of school. Life of a heathen.
We all make mistakes.
Yeah, and I feel like she makes most of them. Sam, I got a lot of your mess to clean up, so if you could, leave.
I got places to be anyways. See you around, Ethan.
Like in his later years with the cap on and the not so much hair and the goatee and the tiny goatee. Names of the winners. Well, you have iced tea, you have ice vanilla, and you vanilla ice, and you got Ice Cube, right? So many ice people.
Of course. I come back on the town's Miners' Day celebration. Well, you always did have great timing. No time to dwell on that.
And JJ Icefish?
Focus.
Who's JJ Icefish?
You tried Dennis's cell phone. No answer.
Is that a made-up rapper?
So what now? Ask around, see if anyone's seen Dennis today. Maybe see if anything jogs my memory. I've heard worse plans.
Ice JJ?
Basswood's small. If Dennis came through Main Street, someone saw him.
Never. Ice JJ Fish is an American internet personality, singer, rapper, and dancer known for his vocals and his song On the Floor. Maybe I know it if I Google it, but... Okay, what was that idea? Inquire Dennis. Where is Dennis? Here? Nope. Oh, Dennis. Dennis. At the drugstore? He wasn't called Dennis. Was he? Let me just see my controls here. It's an IT guy at the paper. Why would he be at the drugstore? Never mind. Aw. Spaceship.
The perfect toy for a kid who only had imaginary friends.
No, you will.
Thank God.
I rolled up my sleeves when I got to work.
That's what you did for pretty much all of Basswood.
You may have to
Yo, get out the way.
Out of my way.
You move. I'm the one coming in.
Fuck you.
That's enough.
Kids.
Kathy and Hugh were both at the wake. I should talk to them.
Oh. Postcards. Kathy's glass jar.
Bug made that for Mother's Day years ago, and Kathy still keeps it with her.
Hey, Kathy.
Still here after all these years. She followed Nick to Basswood, but never liked it.
I can't take any candy? Hey, Hugh.
He looks like those doctors you see on commercials.
Ah, Samuel. Sorry about Richard. He's always a little on edge. I'm surprised to see you up and about after the night you had. Honestly. I was afraid you'd end up like your friend. You were quite inebriated.
So I've heard.
Yeah, I got to hear all about it secondhand. Really not my finest hour.
I would say not. After your barroom brawl, I did my best to prevent you from following that other man outside. And I tried to get you to hand over your keys, but you would have none of it.
Sorry about that. The man I had a fight with, Dennis. Have you seen him today?
Seen him? No. No, can't say I have.
Thanks anyways.
That article you wrote, it's done this town a lot of good.
No, it hasn't.
My writing has done a lot of things to this town, but good isn't one of them.
I disagree. The mine was a band-aid on a torn artery. Sometimes, doing what is unpopular is still the moral choice.
Thanks for saying that.
I'd offer you something for that hangover, but I find in some cases, time is the best medicine.
My mother says that.
My mom used to say that all the time. Now she only says it a lot.
Sounds like a wise woman. Listen to her advice. Now, you have a good one, young man. Was there anything else you needed, by the way?
Why move to Basswood?
I have to ask, why move here, of all places? You know, here, Basswood. A blink and you miss this town. People move out of Basswood, not in.
The town I used to work in had 100 other pharmacies in it. Oh, you'd make sales. But you don't get to know anyone, ever. Plus, if I'm being honest, I always imagined I'd retire in a small mountain town. Samuel, I saw you talking to Walter. Can you ask him something from me?
Of course.
Sure thing. What is it?
I knew I could count on you. I was hoping the Basswood Jungle could run a piece about me. You see, some of the older folks see me as an outsider still.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'll try and remember to ask next time I talk to him.
I really appreciated the chat, but I'm afraid it's time I get back to work. Do come see me again.
Journal updated. You talk more with him? No?
I hope you'll stay for the festivities, Samuel.
Oh, Kathy's now available. Hey, Kathy.
Still here after all these years. She followed Nick to Basswood, but never liked it. Hey, Kathy.
Oh, Sam. What can I do you for?
Have you seen Dennis? About the wake.
So, the wake.
None of us were on our best behavior. Nick would have been happy you showed up, no matter how anything else went. I left early myself to go check on Joan. Did you have to say that fantasy about her father being murdered was real?
That's not what I
just want her to be a little girl, not a little Sam Higgs, sneaking around and getting into trouble. And now all she can talk about is how you're gonna prove that she's right. Sorry. I know it's not your fault, but I just don't... I don't know what to do with her. She's my daughter, and I feel like I'm losing her. I gotta go. If the boss sees me jawing instead of working, I'll get an earful.
No one in here was much help. Hiking is an activity best done alone on a Sunday afternoon.
This is a weird convenience store. Like, hiking equipment, stuffed toys, whatever that is. A bit of everything. Like, chips.
Reminds me of a girl I met. She could only eat chips when she had stomach aches.
Hey, Tara.
Oh, Sam, you here to pick up something for your, condition?
I have a condition?
Yeah, the one that makes you the way you're always so... you? It's all right, of course. I won't tell anyone. I think I might actually
How can this
have
be a drugstore?
leaky gut.
Like...
It's where your intestine starts to dissolve, and your half-digested food starts to leak out into your blood. I'm trying to find something for it, and if it doesn't help, can't hurt. I'm glad someone took over this old drugstore. Can you imagine?
It's a pharmacy
This
gift
town
shop.
without a pharmacy would be
There's
like,
one by
well,
my job
me
years
with
ago.
a hole in my gut.
Okay. Well, I can imagine in the
I'll just check the
outskirts
internet when I get home.
that
It'll
you
tell
have
me
these
what to
kind of
get.
stores, right?
It was nice talking to you, Tara.
Oh, yes. Always.
Like that you have these kind of stores, but just for me that lives in the capital, it's just like power wheelchair.
Not uncommon for miners to end up in those once they get black lungs.
Painkillers? Oh, I don't say painkillers. Sleeping pills? I guess we leave them. Wow, the loading times are bad in this game. Okay, so he wasn't at the drugstore. Oh, now I can run. Thank you.
Now, I can't just have you hanging around here all day like a ghost.
It's a free country.
Hey, don't give me that. People have been complaining, so don't let me see you here again.
You fascist.
What you just... I'm just doing my job. It's nothing personal.
Looks like you're not the only one who started off on the wrong foot today.
Sorry you had to see that. Some people you just can't reason with. Speaking of, you're still in town.
Seen Dennis today?
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
Why are you looking for him?
I wanted to apologize for last night.
I'll just stay out of his way for a day or two. I heard you messed up Dennis pretty good last night. I'm not judging. His head's full of smoke. Takes a while to clear it out.
That person you were talking to? Who's that?
A lost soul. Vagrancy isn't a crime, but loitering and trespassing are. I try to be understanding, polite, but it's hard when no one is polite back. People call you pig or fat.
Declan, I've got places to be.
Right. Don't need me gabbing at you all day like I was Christina or something. Woo! That girl can talk. Just remember, this town don't always respect the things you do.
Trust me, I know. I don't want to keep you, officer. Have a good day.
Keep your nose clean.
No luck so far, but I should keep digging around. Someone must have seen Dennis.
Okay. The Basswood Jungle.
It's not worth it. No one works on a Sunday. Well, no one except me.
Okay. That's where we started. Mark Twain quote. Hey, Joan. I didn't even see her.
Hey, Bug. What are you doing out here?
Hey, Muley. Waiting for my mom to get off her shift at the pharmacy. Drawing. I got a new journal after I left the old one somewhere. See?
Did you get home okay last night?
Yeah. I bike everywhere. It's not like anything scary bad happens in Basswood. At least not normally. I heard you asking about my dad last night.
Were you listening?
Careful about listening to other people's conversations. Some find it rude.
Then everyone should talk quieter.
That's what I always say. Ever consider being a reporter when you grow up?
I've thought about it, but that's not what I want to do. Did you find out anything about my dad?
Not yet. Not really, at least.
Let me know if you find anything. Please. I feel like I need something. It's just this town, you know? This place. It feels like I'm suffocating. I can't breathe. I can't think. I can't stand my mom. I don't like school. Well, except for science. And just... when I imagine myself in the future, I just don't... I don't know. I don't see this place. Or these people. I'm somewhere else. Anywhere else. I know it's stupid, just...
It's not stupid. If you want, you can go anywhere in the world. Have adventures, fall in love. I mean, that's what I've been told anyway.
Gross. Okay, well, that other stuff sounds okay, though. Thanks for listening.
I got grown-up stuff I gotta do.
I've got kid stuff I gotta see about. So we're both busy.
It's tough seeing her like this. Seems she got older by 6 years in just 2.
Hey, Joe.
Losing his legs seemed like the end of him, but he bounced back. Man, he's a rock.
Can I save in this game? No, it has auto-save, apparently.
Joe.
Sam? You old bridge jumper, how you been? What's the calendar say?
2 years, Joe. It's been 2 years.
Too long. Heard you showed up yesterday. Boys give you trouble?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
They might have given me a bit of a welcome back.
After the mine closed, well, it ain't easy to put food on the table. Don't let that weigh on you. No one else has lost their legs recently.
How you been?
So, how have you been holding up?
Terribly. But Anna keeps me young. How'd you ever let her get away?
You probably know better than me.
I heard all about it. Still, I always liked you. Straight shooters are a rare breed these days. I like a man that can look me in the eye and say what he means.
Why weren't you at the wake?
I noticed you weren't at the bar last night.
Went home after the service. Being crippled takes it out of you. Normally, I'd be rotting away in my recliner, but I like to come out, see the decorations, pay my respects to old Iron here. This town's been a mining town before I was born, and it'll be one after I die. It's good to get out and celebrate your roots every now and then.
I don't have the same perspective on Miners' Day that other people have.
No, I suppose you wouldn't.
Seen Dennis today?
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
I wish. Just about the only guy I could talk hockey with.
Not football?
I want to talk football. I could just grab anybody on the street. Dennis actually enjoys a man's sport. But no, I haven't seen him.
You gotta get going.
I have places I need to be, but it's good to see you.
Just promise you won't wait 2 years before saying boo again.
I'll do my best.
So is she Anna's dad? Joe is Anna's father and former miner. Okay. Okay. Flag. Mines list. Lane Mountain history.
Never forget, huh?
2,000 men marched through Bone County to reach the Blair Mountain in 1921, where they fought for what we have now. Nothing worth having is not worth fighting for. Old man.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Hello, young man. And of course you can ask. No promise answering.
Why do you bother cleaning the memorial?
Well, everything has to look its best for today. Especially the miner. I really didn't think it was going to happen this year. Good thing Mr. Kirkland decided to help out. And besides, that way people can remember with pride we used to be rednecks.
That matters to you?
It should matter to every West Virginian.
How so?
And why do you think it should matter so much?
How many West Virginians does it take to screw in a light bulb?
This doesn't sound like a history lesson.
You answer my question, I'll answer yours. So, how many West Virginians?
I'll bite.
I don't know. How many?
3. 1 to replace the light bulb. 2 to complain about how the old one was better.
You ever feel that way?
Do you ever find yourself like that? Mourning the past?
Sometimes. But I ain't like folks around here. I made my peace. The mine's not coming back. Don't mean we let our statues turn to rust. So, you still want to hear the story?
Sure.
I'm all ears.
This fella here is a reminder of when coal miners stood together. You see, back 100 years ago, you'd be safer in the trenches than down in the mines. It didn't sit right with our boys. They demanded better conditions. Of course, the corporations, being what they are, refused and sent strike breakers.
The mine wars. Miners came out in force, Union men. Met the strike breakers over in Logan County.
That's right. 10,000 strong. And it all came to a head at Blair Mountain. The miners tied red bandanas around their necks for solidarity. Brotherhood. At least 100 men died in that battle. Blood spilled for what we have now.
Pretty powerful stuff.
It definitely makes for one hell of a story.
There's heroes everywhere. Heroes who died for what I have. So, I do my part. Feel I owe it to them.
I get it.
I think you do. Anyway, I'll get back to it. Gonna give her a real spit shine. You take care now.
Okay. The story. William Jackson, Walter Dodson, Hugh Kirkland, Robert Paulson, Vivian Vindicott, Richard Greenlee, Ethan Morrow, John Brooks, and Nick Waldron.
This is new. Dalmatians. Now that's the Basswood I remember.
Okay. But meet Anna at the cafe. I'm not done here.
Anna's waiting for me at the coffee shop.
Guess we're going to the coffee shop.
I don't imagine Walter had obituaries in mind when he became editor-in-chief. She pulls the look off a lot better than I could.
Hey, don't remember seeing you in town before. Passing by?
I'm from here.
I was born in Basswood. I was raised in Basswood, though I left for a few years.
Wait, you managed to leave and still came back? You'd never see me again if I left.
Why don't you then?
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna take my millions of dollars and make a run for it. I can barely get by, like everyone else here. Too poor to stay, too poor to leave.
Okay. Then let's go into the cafe then. Oops. The history of Basswood.
Somehow, I don't think the town's recent history will be included. Fine with me.
Have you ever wondered how Basswood got its name and went from a small mining camp to the heart that modernized Bone County? Okay.
Remember when this whole celebration used to be twice as big? Back when this town wasn't just a dead horse we all keep kicking. Why do we even bother with this old place?
I just want to hear it.
Feels like a ghost town sometimes, except the ghosts haven't bothered leaving.
Nothing? Okay. Let's go in.
Now I've gone and made a bit of a mess. Oh, Sam, is that you? Dear, please, could you help an old doddering woman?
You're not doddering. You should carry less. Do I have a choice? Oh, come on.
You are many things, but not doddering. Plotting, maybe.
Sam, you shouldn't say such things, even if they're true.
Card game. Mindspace.
Okay, Muley, for 2 points. What is the name of the pink pony on the animated cartoon show Prancers? The super cool one I was telling you about the other day? You know, my favorite?
Polly. Polly Pony?
No, that's her sister. She's totally different.
Then what is her name?
I'm not telling. What if the card comes up again?
You really like to win, huh, Bug?
All right, coffee for you and hot chocolate for the young... Is that a comic about monsters?
It's about Tardigrade Man. He can survive almost anything. His only weakness is his own emotions. He's based on the microscopic tardigrades. It has 8 legs and can survive star radiation.
Huh. Well, it doesn't seem like the kind of thing a young woman should be reading.
She says she's gonna be an entomologist. What can you do?
I am going to be an entomologist. I'm going to study every bug, especially the crawlies. But tardigrade isn't a bug. It's a microanimal.
Well, good for you. Sounds like just what a young woman like you should be reading.
So, can we play this again tomorrow, maybe?
We can play as often as you want.
You promise?
Yeah, I promise.
Pinky swear? If you break those, you go to hell.
I don't think you're supposed to be using that language.
You can't break this. No matter what.
You're real intense for a kid, you know that?
Say it!
I won't break the pinky swear, no matter what.
Thank you so much. You're always such a dear.
Say, Christina, have you...
Oh, Sam, it's been years. It really is so nice to see you again.
Yeah, likewise,
I
but...
wanted to come to the funeral yesterday, but just thinking about it, oh dear.
Now, I know you want to interrupt her because I want to interrupt her. So eyes on me, buddy. Happy thoughts, deep breaths. Yeah, well, speaking of the...
Poor Joan, losing her father at such a young age. Oh, what a tragedy. I was trying to find one of those games she likes so much to cheer her up. Poor child only has Kathy now, and, well, far from me to criticize or anything, but...
Have you seen Dennis since yesterday?
Have you not learned to not interrupt people when they're talking, Sam?
I don't have time for small talk today.
As rude as ever. I haven't seen Dennis. You have a nice day.
Anna's here. I should talk to her.
Working man. Anna's there, but I'm not gonna look at her. Let's see what else we can see here. Let's talk to her again.
Cost. Right, so the overhead would
You seem real engrossed.
Oh, I'm sorry, hun. Just balancing the books. Or trying to.
Coffee still good?
Do you still have Basswood's best coffee?
Ah, honey, you know we've never had that. That's over at the police station. Bess takes her coffee very seriously. Puts mine to shame. She pays out of pocket for real high-end stuff. I'd never make the margins work. Not
If
that
you
my
get
margins
better
have been
coffee
cutting
at a
lately.
police station, you
Anyway,
sure
the
got
past is the
bad
past.
coffee.
I just accepted a big business opportunity, which makes tidying up my books in time extra important, even if it kills me.
Got a franchise deal?
I didn't think I'd see the day where you'd consider a franchise contract.
Ha! Only the day God calls for me. Have you met Hugh Kirkland already? The new pharmacist. He's helping me with a few improvements. Angel investing. Can you believe it?
I actually can't. What did he ask for in return?
Oh dear, I can't believe you're so cynical at your age. People in small towns do help each other, every now and again. That's not just something that happens on made-for-TV movies.
How are the books looking?
How you doing? You managed to keep the books balanced?
About as well balanced as a snake with 4 balls.
That sounds uncomfortable, at the very least.
Something my grandfather used to say. Still don't know what it means, but it works in almost any situation. It's just been a bit slow the last few years. All over town, really.
The town will bounce back.
It's just a rough patch. People will adapt. They just need time.
It's not always easy to look on the bright side when you're trying to make it through. But you know us, we always make it through. For example, I thought we'd never have another Miners' Day, but here we are.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
It feels strange being back here. I don't think I've been in your cafe in a while.
Almost 2.5 years. Hannah kept coming in, but you stopped.
You noticed that?
I could tell you 2 dears weren't gonna make it. It broke my heart.
Well, sounds like you knew before I did.
Gotta have one eye on the customer and one eye on the books. Not that I really want to keep an eye on the books, mind you. Say, hun, would you mind if I finish this?
Oh yeah, of course. Good luck with your book balancing.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna call it a night. I got work tomorrow. Coffee?
Not very inspired.
Coffee. My
That's a
soul
good
is,
one.
what does it say? My soul is like your coffee. It's black naturally, but with enough milk, almost drinkable. Wow. What the hell is that? What kind of plate of food is that? That looks like... I'm not even gonna guess, but that looks... Oh, I think it's like... It looks like ribs? Yeah, it's ribs. But you know what? I think I'm gonna call it quits here. I'm tired. And I got work tomorrow. Return to menu. I'm damn tired. So, what happens if I just hit continue? You're welcome, dude. And Mr. Dancer. I just want to see where, if it actually saves when I exit, or do I have to redo some stuff? Okay, so it starts me here. What happens if I talk to her?
The cost.
Wow.
Right. So the overhead would...
You seem real engrossed.
Oh, I'm sorry, hun. Just balancing the books. Or trying to.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
I'll talk to you later. Good luck with your books.
Then I know for tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. That is BS. Why can't you just have a button that says save? Quit. It annoys